Soil spot spray works best on blueberry or redberry cedar less than 3 foot tall, much like this plant that we have right here. Now the herbicide that we use for the soil spot spray is Velpar L. This herbicide is not a restricted use product. In other words, you can purchase this herbicide without a pesticide applicator's license. We do recommend that you add 1 ounce of the highlight blue dye to each 1 gallon of the Velpar L. Now this dye is going to help you identify which plants you treated. We use the herbicide undiluted by attaching an exact delivery handgun, like this right here, or an automatic syringe to the herbicide container. If only a few plants are going to be treated, a disposable syringe like this works just as well. When using Velpar L to control cedar, first you need to adjust your handgun or syringe to deliver 2 cc's for each time you pull the trigger. Placement of the Velpar L under the cedar plant is important. Herbicide should be applied to the soil surface midway between the cedar stem and the edge of the drip line. Take care to ensure the Velpar L actually reaches the soil and is not intercepted by rocks or vegetation. The recommended rate of Velpar L for cedar control is 2 cc's for every 3 foot of height or canopy diameter, whichever is greater. Now, if plant size requires more than a single 2 cc application, make sure you space those applications equally around the plant. If you're on slopes, apply most of the herbicide on the uphill side of the stem. Now, at the end of the day, you need to make sure you thoroughly clean the handgun or syringe that you used. The best way to do this is simply to disassemble and wash in warm, soapy water. Be very careful not to dispose of your wash water near any desirable shrubs or trees. If you do, you may kill those plants. When using the Brushbuster soil spot spray method, keep these points in mind. First, follow those herbicide directions. Also, make sure you don't use this product on marshy or poorly drained sites or on heavy clay soils, and also don't apply to snow-covered or frozen ground. Stay away at least 3 times the height and canopy diameter, whichever is greater, of desirable trees such as oaks or pecans, and be aware that grasses and weeds will be killed where each spot of Velpar L is applied. Recovery may take 2 to 3 years. Now, rainfall is required to activate Velpar L. Plants will begin to show symptoms within 3 to 6 weeks of initial rainfall, but 1 to 3 growing seasons may be required before the plants die, and during this time, cedars usually sprout new leaves several times. Finally, remember that the cost of treatment escalates rapidly as the density and size of those cedars increases.